Inspired. All right, today we're gonna do some graphing. So let's open a new document. Let's just start with a graph. Add a graph. F1 of x. So this is our function. Let's do like x squared. So you type in the x, you type in the squared, you type in the enter. And that's kind of it. There it is. Pretty basic, pretty easy. Now, if you want to get that little F1x thing back up there, 3 ways to do it. One is you can get your little cursor guy, swipe him, and just click on your F1 of x. It'll bring it back up there, and then you can edit it if you'd like. All right, hit enter, and it gives you the new one. Another way is you can hit tab. That'll bring it back up, and notice it's F2. You want F1. How do you get to F1? Up. You click up. Up. I can't click it. There it is, F1. All right. By the way, if you want to hide it, you can select that. It's gone. Back. All right. And if you want to graph a new function, you just graph it under F2. And then a third way is if you're over here and you need to get back, if you just double click on that, that'll pull this window back up. Again, you could scroll up to get to your F1. So that's one thing that's really nice to know. Another thing is, let's open up a calculator window page. So let's hit Control Document, add a calculator. Now, since I stored something as F1 of x in this page over here, again, if you want to get there, you can hit Control left. That'll get you there. Control right will move from 1.1 to 1.2. There we go. And then it's there. It's stored, F1 of x. So if I do F1 of like 7 and enter, all right? Or if I just want to see what the function looks like, F1 of x. There's my function. So that's kind of nice. So once you have it stored in one place, it's going to be stored everywhere in this document. You have to open a new document to get rid of it, basically. Now, if I want to do F2 of x, I can do it over in the graph menu, but I could also define F2 of x over here. So to define F2 of x, you just do F2 of x, and you hit Control magic button just once, and you get the colon equals, and let's say I want to make it the square root of x, the square root of x. Enter. All right, now it stores F2 of x. Now it won't show up immediately on my graph, but it will be there. I just have to toggle it on. So if I hit Control left to get to this page, back to this page. Could have also swiped the cursor and tapped on it to get there. Now I'm on F3 to look at F2. I got to go up. There's F2. If I want to see it, I just hit enter to see it. Enter, and it appears. There it is. Now, another cool feature is if I want to see the table of values that are associated with these, 2 ways to get there. The quick, easiest way is hit Control T. There's your table of values, and I can scroll down and see what my values are when x is 1 for each of them. I have to scroll over if I want to see F2, and so it's kind of cool. See your table of values. If I want to make that disappear, I just hit Control T again. You can't remember that. I mean, T for table, hard to remember, but let's say you can, you know. So another way of doing that is hit Menu, Table, Split Screen, and there's your table again. And then if you hit Menu, and then now you get a different menu because now that you have the split screen, it changes things. You can just hit Remove Table. So nice, quick, easy thing. Another thing I want to show you, which I think is kind of cool, along the same lines. Let's open up a whole new doc, though. Not doc, but open up a page. Nope, didn't hit Control first. Hit Control. I guess I didn't do it again. Oh, I got to get out of here. Hit Escape to get out of this little menu box. And then Control Doc. Let's add a brand new graph. Did that do that? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, so now I'm going to create a graph. I'm going to do it M times X plus, why is it always capital? I must be in cap locks. Plus B. And hit all these capitals. It doesn't really matter. But when you hit enter, it's going to ask, do you want to create sliders for these? Yeah, I do. this is just kind of a cool way to analyze graphs. So here's your equation of a line in slope-intercept form. And now what I can do, again, you have to swipe this thing to be able to use it on a normal calculator. You swipe that, and then, so this is my m value. M equals 1, so that's my slope. I can change my slope. I can grab this slider. I can make my slope 2. I can make my slope 3. And you see how the slope just kind of increases. So it's kind of how changing one of your values has an effect on the graph. And then for your b, that's your y-intercept. You can do, and it's just going to slide it up and slide it down. And that is about it. That's it for today. So I guess it's time to go take a nap. So, bye.